Once, there was a vast, beautiful land that was home to all animals. From the largest elephant to the smallest ant, there was room for everyone. Birds sang in the trees, monkeys swung through the branches, snakes slithered around the trunks, and giant cats crept silently below. On one small branch of one tall tree, a tiny hummingbird built her nest. She wove bits of plants and flowers with the silk of a spider's web, and lined it with downy moss. Soon her eggs would come, and she needed a home that was both soft and strong. But just as the hummingbird finished her nest, a small spark flew on a breeze and landed on a leaf. The spark started a fire, which grew, and grew, and grew. The animals fled to the river and stood by the safety of its bank, too scared to move. All except the hummingbird. She thought of her home in the tall tree, of the soft, strong nest beneath her, and of her eggs that would soon be coming. She knew she had to do something. The hummingbird flew to the river and filled her tiny beak with the littlest drop of water. Then she flew to the fire and let the drop fall. Back and forth she flew, drop after drop after drop. All the animals watched in bewilderment. Some laughed. Others shook their heads. Finally, the great, wise elephant stepped forward and asked, "Hummingbird, what are you doing? You cannot put out that terrible fire. You are just a small bird." The tiny hummingbird fluttered her wings and said softly, "I am doing what I can." The great elephant bowed her head. "Then I will do what I can." She reached her trunk deep into the river, filled it, and sprayed great jets of water toward the flames. When the animals saw the tiny hummingbird and the giant elephant working together, they stopped laughing. They stopped shaking their heads. Even though they were scared, they thought of their own homes and said, "We will do what we can." Still, the fire raged and roared. Back and forth the hummingbird flew, her wings growing tired. Back and forth the elephant lumbered, her legs growing tired. All through the night, the animals worked together. As the sun rose above the treetops, the exhausted hummingbird thought she could fly no further. She let one last drop fall, and the fire was gone. The hummingbird came to rest on the elephant's broad back and looked out at the land that was once more their home, where, on one small branch of one tall tree, her little nest was waiting for her. No matter how small you are, you can always make a difference, if you do what you can.